fucking loser.
You live in your mom's basement.
You probably have a 2-inch cock.
You sound like a white guy.
Congratulations.
For what?
You said you got a girlfriend.
You're probably a virgin.
So that's a no for Netflix and chill?
Fuck you.
So I'm curious. Tell me about your show. What do you talk about?
I talk about how women ain't shit.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 383rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Wednesday, December 19th, 2018. As always, we are presented in part by 1821manmade.com, your one-stop shop for all of your beard grooming needs. 1821 Man-Made is not a bargain brand beard balm company that wants just any man to buy their products. They want men who take their facial grooming seriously. So go to 1821manmade.com now to step up your beard game. All right, let's get right to it. I get emails all the time from guys telling me about how their girlfriends and wives cheated on them multiple times over an extended period of time, but they never know how they got away with it or why they missed the signs. Now, the slut tells that we all know about are fairly obvious. In the manosphere, we tell you guys to stay away from the girls with the extensive body piercings like gauged out ears, bull rings in their noses, nipple piercings, vaginal piercings, tongue piercings, etc. We've also established that girls who dye their hair in unnatural colors like green, pink, or purple are epic sluts. We all know that girls with even a single tattoo is a raging slut, and girls with multiple tattoos are just a couple of sperm loads away from biologically qualifying as a petri dish. We all know what the physical slut tells are, and we even know a few of the slut tell habits that gives girls away as chicks who take a lot of dick. Now, there are quite a few lifestyle habits that slutty girls all have in common, but because they're so commonplace with men, red pill aware or not, we just pass it off as normal female behavior. Just normal female lifestyle, normal female habits. But men who get blindsided by their women, the men who reach out to me and say, Donovan, how could I not see this coming? She seemed like a regular girl. She seemed like an average girl. How could I not see the signs? She didn't have any discernible slut tells. What did I miss? Well, all those questions I'm going to answer for you guys over the next hour or so. I've actually got 16 of these. Part 1 is tonight. Part 2 is going to be tomorrow night. We're going to talk about the habits, the circumstances, and the lifestyle preferences that just about guarantee that the females with these proclivities are 100% bona fide sluts. Again, gentlemen, these are things that the vast majority of men are not aware of, whether you've got red pill awareness or not. So I'm going to give you numbers 1 through 8 of the 16 covert slut tells that you should know that will separate you from 99.9% of men out there. My opening rant is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality grade kratom on the market. Happy Hippo Kratom will elevate your mood, make you fearless around women, and gives you a relaxed energy that only the purest kratom can provide. Go to happyhippoherbals.com now and save 20% when you pay with Bitcoin, and yes, that includes your shipping. That is happyhippoherbals.com. Today's strain, I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not on a small screen. Viet Dong Hippo. It's actually sort of a medium to fast strain. It's a good strain, not one of my favorites, but you have to switch up strains every now and again so that you don't build up too much of a tolerancy. You guys all know that my favorite strains, of course, are Happy Hippo 1, Ghost Hippo, and of course everybody's favorite Thunder Hippo, which will have you fucking crawling up the walls like fucking Spider-Man. Dooney Smith says, hey Donovan, do it help you grow beard? Dooney, couple things here, right? Number 1, you gotta spell correctly. Hey is H-E-Y, not H-A-E. Like, you're probably a young guy, But don't speak millennialese. Like, don't do that. Number 2, speak proper English. Hey, Donovan, do it help you grow a beard? Listen, man, listen, man, check this out. This is from me to you, okay? When you talk like that, you're not going to attract attractive women. Attractive women don't respond favorably to guys say, hey, Donovan, do it help you grow a beard? No. Hey, Donovan, does it help you grow a beard? Dude, speak proper English, man. Like, don't sound like Poopy. Don't sound like Pookie and Ray Ray. Don't sound like Tyrone. Don't sound like Jaquantre. Come on, guys. You guys are better than this. And by the way, no, it doesn't help you to grow a beard. It is merely beard balm, beard products, etc., etc. If you have a question or a comment about undercover slut tells that most men are unaware of, give me a call. 914-205-5356. Again, that is 914-205-5356. If you have an unrelated question about girls, game, finance, fitness, or anything else that pertains to increasing your value and agency as a man, you need to book a one-on-one consultation by going to donovansharp.com/consults. I'm not cheap, but I'm really not that high. Couple of ways that you can save. Become an $8 patron. You get a 40% discount. Become a $25 patron. You get a free 30-minute consultation with me every month. You are a $25 patron at no additional charge. By the way, I am raising my consultation rates starting at the first of the year. Area code 215, I see you in the queue. I'm going to get to you in just a second. I am raising my consultation rates. Okay? January 1st. Listen, if you're already a patron of mine, if you're already paying the going rate right now, you guys are all going to be grandfathered in. You guys can pay the rate that you've been paying since the beginning. But all patrons, all consultation clients, or all consultation clients, all patrons who are not patrons before December 31st, 2018, you're going to have to pay an increased rate. So I would strongly advise you to go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. Get in while I'm still relatively cheap because the price is going up. The price is definitely going up. I'm doing more consultations than anything right now. And because I'm good at what I do, my time is very valuable to me. I'm gonna have to raise my rates. I gotta stick with market value. This is just the economy. It's just how it works. Speaking of which, to get access to all of my content, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharp. There you will find the entire archive of all complete episodes of TSR Live, both audio and video. So you can listen on the go, or you can watch at your leisure. And you can watch my show live Monday through Thursday afternoons at 5 Eastern. But if you want to be able to rewatch and re-listen to the show in their entirety, less than 17 cents a day is all it takes. All right. Let's hit the chat here before we hit the phone lines and get started. Freelance Ronan pops the cherry. Charles Caballero gets sloppy seconds. CJ Mutter gets the third hole. And JC gets to finish on her face. The TSR gangbang squad in the house. Sharp Assist is going to guard the door. Yeah, we don't want anyone busting into our hotel room while we're filming this bad boy, right? Chris Williamson, shout out to you. J&J8 says Legends did it. I don't like the fact that you have an anime female as an avatar. So I'm going to be on high alert for troll. Charles Caballero says, loved the interview you had with George Bruno and the message you said. The only difference between you and me is that I'm on the other side of the camera. Yeah, my interview that I did with George Bruno is now up on 21 Studios YouTube. This is the interview that I did with George right after my 21 convention speech. As soon as I was done with the speech, I forget the guy's name. This guy ran the fucking show. He whisked me to the back to the other room, did the interview. George, the Sultan of Silver Bruno, added a level of sophistication and class that is unmatched by even the best in the business. Listen, George Bruno is truly a masculine gentleman. This guy is rock solid, lives right down the road from where I live. But yeah, you guys definitely want to check those out. Somebody said something about the Uncle George show. I don't know. JC, dropping knowledge in here. Says just assume they're all sluts and you won't be disappointed. That's very good advice. Red Jedi in the house. Joby Blogs is in the house. Dooney Smith in the house. Rob L215, shout out to you. Miami J is in the house. Miami J founded and runs the LatinoManosphere.com. He's going to open up the throttle on that here. We're going to get started here shortly, guys. Aunt James, the True Light. Yosef Israel says, this is too important for me to miss. I am watching this from my hospital bed. Yosef Israel, get well soon. James Martinez says, any new workouts you've been doing lately? Nope, I've been doing Strongless 5x5 forever. All right. Excellent. Joby Blog says, loving that tea, Donovan. Johnny, and a bunch of numbers says, hey, Donovan, just wanted to say thanks for motivating me to hit the gym again. Once I make enough money, I'm looking to purchase for consultation in the future. Thanks again. Hey, no problem. No problem at all. Rob, L215 says, yo, Donovan, how did you vet your current girlfriend? I forget what episode number it was, but it was called How I Trained Devin to Be the Woman She Is Today. That is a very long and distinguished answer. I vetted her thoroughly. I'll just put it to you that way. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the program. Let's hit the phone lines. Area code 215. You're on Live with Donovan. Go ahead. Yep, area code 215. This is you. You're on the air.
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, how many girls have you slept with so far?
I have no idea. I lost count. Next question.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering, like, how many signs are there to tell if she's a slut?
Oh, wow. Very good question, and thank you for the call, area code 215. There are endless slut tell signs. Endless signs. Listen, if you consume manosphere-related content for an extended period of time, you'll probably figure out that the signs of a slut are endless, man. Dude, multiple earrings in her ear. And again, we got the obvious one, facial piercings, tattoos, all that stuff. But today, we're not going to cover the obvious ones. We're going to cover the not-so-obvious slut tells. Miami J says, troll alert. Yeah. He asked me how many girls I've slept. I don't know. I don't fucking keep count, man. Dude, I stopped counting a long time ago. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to my man, CNLVG. What's going on, brother?
Donovan, what's going on, big bro? How you doing today?
Not too much, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I finally got over that sickness. I'm back.
Yeah, I was going to say, how's that cold doing?
Man, I'm ready to get it.
Let's do it.
Ready to get it. Okay, so first of all, I just want to congratulate you on that great episode with Kevin Samuels. Excellent.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a good one. It really was.
When he went to the clothing store and everything, I was like, oh my god, dude. Actually, as a matter of fact, I was doing my ad rollers. I just had to stop and watch the episode.
It's cool, right?
Shit, I gotta watch this shit. Yeah, it was really good. And also, I got to congratulate you again on the other episode when you talked about your mom and stuff. That's fucking tough. Some guys never get over that.
Yeah.
When you talk about how your mom, she did the crazy stuff. I know. Yeah. It was hard, Don. Also, I could feel that fucking pause. Like we told the story, you had that pause. I get it, dude.
Yeah.
And some guys just never get over it, though. I think that's one of the key things. Some guys just never get over that hurt.
Here's the thing, real quick.
Operating from that.
Here's the thing, real quick. I don't think I ever really got over that. I don't hold that against my mom anymore because, again, she's my mom. At some point, you got to let that stuff go. But when I deal with her,
Right.
that's always in the back of my mind. And listen, my mom is also a female, right? So when my mom fucked me over in that way, and you guys can go back and watch that episode. It's you guys can look for that. It's one of the more recent ones on YouTube. It's just like females. When a female fucks you over, that doesn't mean you can't hold on to that anger. You just have to take note. Okay, so this is the way females operate. So I'm gonna change my approach as such.
True, but I will say this though, Donovan. I mean, I will submit this to you though. There are definitely some guys who just can't get over female. You know, if they got wronged by a female, they just can't get over it, whether
Right.
it's their mom or not, and
Right.
and they use that as an excuse. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I would actually add on to that. When it comes from a family member, especially a mother figure, that could be the most devastating of all. You know what I'm saying? Like you're cut off at the roots before you even begin to grow. But again, that was a great episode, dude. Just really spot on, spending the moment Kevin Samuels. Now to the topic at hand. I want to see, you know what I'm saying? Well, just in terms of tells or whatnot, one of the biggest things for me, especially being in Vegas and stuff, one of the biggest ones for me is that she's in the industry, dude. In the industry,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
this is kind of niche, but I'm just like, now, of course, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say, like, yeah, I know each and every woman in the industry. No, but you know what though, dude? You've lived here, I live here. You know what time it is.
Of course.
I know what time it is. You know what time it is. And if you're in the nightlife industry, guys, be very careful. Just be very careful. Don't. You know what I'm saying? If you get like, if you get it, don't try to get attached to these females because it's not a good look.
No.
It's just not a good look.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my only one, D, and I'll submit that to you. But I just noticed it's working in this industry for a long time. They're great to look at, they're great to go out with, but in terms of, you know, having a relationship with them, not the best move. And that's what I got for you, D. Take care, big bro.
Appreciate it, man. See you in Vegas, checking in. Yeah, the video that he's talking about is the truth about manipulative mothers, wives, and girlfriends. I actually told a couple of stories about the shady shit that my mom did when we were kids. And I actually told 2 stories. And the second story I told, I didn't even plan on telling it. Joby Blogs actually was he said something in the chat, and it fucking reminded me, man. And yeah, dude, it hurt to have to tell that story. Like, let's not get it twisted, dude. Like, you know, listen, man. I mean, she's my mom. You know, this is just how it goes. You only hurt the ones you love. Let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 347. You're on live with Donovan. Go ahead. Area code 347. You're on live with Donovan. Yeah, go ahead, man. You're on the air.
Hello? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
How's it going, man?
Not too much, brother. How you doing?
I'm fine. I can't complain, man. We're enjoying life. Man, number one, I love that show last night with your man with the clothing, man.
Oh, yo.
Definitely, man,
Turned it out, right?
With the clothing line. Definitely, because I just talked to my boy earlier about the clothing. He was criticized by his man wearing shoes every day. I'm like, yo, we getting older, man. We got to step our game up. You know, that's why he's wearing shoes the way he is. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
That's very, very true. Thanks for the call, area code 347. I think 347's in Brooklyn. That guy calls a lot, and I like the energy he brings to the show, man. Like, he keeps it all the way, man, you got to watch out for these hoes, blah, 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 blah. Shout out to Kevin Samuels making an appearance in the chat. You guys can follow him on Twitter and Facebook. Just look for Kevin Samuels. His website is by Kevin Samuels. Yeah, that Kevin Samuels episode I did yesterday, that shit was top fucking notch. Like, this dude was on location showing us that shit. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. One last question here before we get started. Dark Satari says, can red pill repair deep psychological damage? I don't know. Maybe. Like, just because you understand why doesn't really... And this is why a lot of psychology majors are girls. They don't want to be psychologists. They just want answers. Why am I not happy? Why have things turned out the way they have? Right? So when bad things happen, when you're in bad circumstances, when you are given the answer or answers, okay, this is why it happened. I can't imagine that repairs deep psychological damage. That's always going to be there. The red pill just tells you, the red pill, just like Rollo Tomasi says, it's a praxeology, right? It tells you why, and it tells you the what and why moving forward, but that doesn't mean that you don't still bear the scars of the past. That's just all there is to it. Dark Satari asks another good question. Do you think the Red Man group will do a deep dive on a caller, get into his psychology for 30 minutes? No, probably not. No. Maybe do a live consultation? I don't know. I mean, I suppose we could. The Red Man group, we get so many, dude. Every time we go off the air, there are 10, 15, sometimes even 20 callers in the queue. You know, we got to figure out a way to, because we're all, like there's 5 or 6 of us on the panel, and we all are getting answers in. We're asking them different questions, and sometimes we spend a little bit too much time on the callers. So we're going to have to figure out how we can have our cake and eat it too. Jonathan from Modern Life Dating, making an appearance in the chat. You guys can follow him on Instagram. I think Jonathan actually lives on Instagram. Like his apartment, like his address is in his phone, Instagram.com. He is the Instagram. He is the gigolo of Instagram. Sharp Assist making a very good he makes a very good suggestion. You should talk to Dr. Sean Smith. Oh, good suggestion. All right. So let's get into the topic at hand. 8 undercover slut tells that 99.9% of men are completely clueless about. Number 1, she used to be fat. Back in episode 242, I talked about how to sleep with. I gave you guys guidance on how to sleep with the 8 of the most common sluts that you will encounter. There are many, many different kinds of sluts, but I pointed out 8 of them that you'll encounter the most. One of them I affectionately labeled the ugly duckling slut. Take a listen. Number 3, the ugly duckling. Now, most of us in here know girls who were ugly or fat or ugly and fat in high school before they eventually turn decent looking later on. Sometimes they get hot, just kind of depends. Well, with these newfound looks, guys, comes newfound male attention. This is something that girls like this are not used to. Now, like a kid with a brand new toy that they've never had before, she plunges herself onto countless cocks because being lusted after by men was something she thought she would never experience, and now that she doesn't know how to act. Now, how to recognize ugly ducklings? You have to look for the average to below average looking girl with an amazing, at least an above average body, who is unhealthily obsessed with working out and a Nazi about her diet. And by the way, she'll make this obvious on social media. Look at her social media, okay? And if she's a half decent looking girl, but goddamn, she's got great tits and an unbelievable ass, and look at those legs, but she's kind of a butterface. She's probably an ugly duckling. Check her Facebook feed. Hey, gotta go with the keto diet, or hey, running another 12 miles on the treadmill, or hey, going to spin class, or hey, doing CrossFit today. Guys, listen. The ugly duckling she's never going back to being invisible to males. She's never going back to be invisible to men. And listen, if she has to run till she pukes or starve herself for days on end, she's never going back to that. Now, first off, good for her, good for the former fatty for losing weight. Any fat chick who takes it upon herself to stop eating junk food, gets her ass in the gym, and changes her body, she gets full marks from me. Listen, it's not easy to do. And the reason I know it's not easy to do is because I've been there. Okay? Listen, you guys see on the screen behind me what I look like at 312 pounds. And looking at me now, you guys can see that I've clearly lost the weight. I got myself into shape. So that's how I know what it's like to be a fat ass and the work it takes to lose the weight and to keep it off. Now, the average man might think to himself, well, good for her. She used to be fat. She decided not to be, and she decided not to be fat anymore and did what it took to lose the weight. She's shown discipline. She's shown consistency and temperance. Those are the kinds of qualities I want in a woman who's seen adversity and did what it took to rise above it. That's what most men would think. But in 2018, a girl who used to be fat, okay, that is absolutely a guaranteed bona fide slut tell, and here's why. What females value the most is male attention. And the reason why they want that attention is so that they can engage in the sluttery that all of the other females are participating in. They see these thin girls out here having fun, fucking all these different dudes, having the time of their lives, and they want in on the action. Guys, girls don't lose weight to be healthy. They don't lose weight to feel better. They don't lose weight because their doctors tell them to. They lose weight to get more opportunities with men. And once they do, they take those opportunities. And you were one of those opportunities. You think you're the first dude she started fucking after she lost the weight? You think she was just fucking one dude at a time with her newfound sexual market value and that she didn't have before? You think you were the only dude she was fucking? Fat girls who turn skinny in today's sexual market turn into raging sluts because they've never had the kind of attention they're getting and they don't know how to act. This is exactly why Cuban baseball players who defect to America and all of a sudden they can walk into buildings with an abundance of food, which is something they weren't used to in Cuba, and they gorge themselves, gain a bunch of weight. Guys like Levon Hernandez and the late Jose Fernandez both went through this when they first got to the States. Both pitched for the Miami Marlins. Levon Hernandez struggled with his weight throughout his career. Why? Because they're not used to this kind of thing. I remember Jose Fernandez, and he died a couple of years ago in a boating accident. Dog, this kid had a Hall of Fame. This kid had electric stuff as a pitcher. He got high on some blow and fucking killed himself. His body was unrecognizable on the rocks. Sad story. But I remember a story he was telling. He said, when I first got here to America, I remember my family taking me to this all-you-can-eat restaurant. It was a buffet. He says, and I remember my father getting up and going back to get more food. Fernandez said, you know what? I was afraid to go. Like, I asked my dad, are you sure we can go back and get what we want? Like, I don't want to get in trouble. This is the kind of mindset that fat girls have. Wait a minute. You mean guys actually want to fuck me now? And because they're women, they can't exercise temperance. They can't exercise discipline. And because sluttery is rewarded and lauded in today's sexual marketplace, this is what they do. A fat girl who's never been, or rather, a fat girl who's never had guys hit on her, who's never had guys show sexual interest, who's maybe had a boyfriend, maybe two, her entire life, all of a sudden has all these men who are showing sexual interest in her won't know how to handle it, guys. They won't. They're not used to having all these options. They're not used to saying no to a guy because guys don't normally try to fuck them. And as a result, they are ill-equipped to handle the kind of attention. So they hop on every cock that comes their way. And unfortunately for you, you were just another in a long line of dicks, man. When she was fat, she would welcome all of that attention. But now that she's skinny, she doesn't know how to say no. Not that she would want to, but she couldn't if she wanted to. Former fatties are always sluts, guys. There are no exceptions to this rule in this day and age. Shout out to Captain Crunch 420 with the $10 contribution. Captain Crunch 420 is a TSROG. He, of course, is contributing via the Donovan Sharp contribution link. Go to www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp and the number 1. That's streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharp and the number 1 to make a contribution to the show. If you are watching on Twitter or Facebook or one of my backup YouTube channels, it is time to say goodbye to you guys, but not forever. If you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, or one of my backup YouTube channels, to watch or listen to the rest of this episode, go to donovansharp.com. Thanks for watching.